Welcome to the 180 podcast. The 180 is a project about breaking societal norms. Join our youth in learning, engaging, and challenging what society tells us. The 180. Seek the challenge, be the change.
Okay, guys, welcome to our first ever podcast for The 180. My name is Josiah, and I am delighted to be one of the directors of this program. So, I'm going to introduce the rest of the cast to you guys, starting from my extreme right. What's your name?
Emily, Bethany,
Project. Yeah.
Haley, Zoe,
Alexander. Perfect. So, this month, our focus is on gender and the sexuality norms. So, to get right into the beat of the matter, I want to ask you guys a question. Before I do that, I want to tell you guys what Google says, right? Google says that gender is a social and cultural concept that relates to how people experience, express, and understand themselves as either masculine or feminine, a blend of those or outside of those categories altogether. It includes internal identity, how we see ourselves, and external identity, how others see us. Google says gender is not based on biology. Everyone hears that. It's not based on biology. So, do you guys agree with that?
Partially.
Partially?
I'm in between.
You're in between.
Yes.
You agree with it?
No.
You don't know? That's fair. Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys think that gender has nothing to do with biology?
No.
It has to be thought down.
Wait.
And just move that fact
No.
out.
Yeah.
You think it has to do with biology?
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to do with biology. What do you guys think? What do you guys decide?
Has to do with biology.
Has to do with biology too? I don't know. I'm kind of like in the middle with this. I'm in the middle.
What's wrong?
I'm in the middle. I think a person should be able to choose who and what they want to be. And the only on us to either accept it or not.
That is false in
Why
this society.
Why do you think
Why do I think that?
like different?
I judge people based on their experiences and not based on how society says you should view their experiences. If your experiences has forced you to do something or your experiences have motivated you to do something, I respect your decision because of your experience. I do not think that someone should tell me who I am. And I will not do that to someone else. That's my point of view.
But that's who you were at the start.
But who I am is not for you to tell me. You can't tell me you're a man or you're a woman. You cannot tell me who I am. If you are telling me, then it is not who I am, it's who you think I am.
But you don't get to choose.
I don't
If you
understand.
were born a man, you have to stay a man because God made you a man.
Well, you're going to argue religion.
But what if God made trans women women?
Production says,
Born a trans woman.
what if God made trans women?
plan to make you a trans woman? So that
Then you're
a
messing
part
with
of-
God's plan. Then you're messing with God's plan.
But that is God's
No,
plan.
it's
That's what
not.
I'm saying.
It's no.
I vote no.
Wait,
But have you
wait. Can you please repeat the question?
Well, it wasn't a question.
No,
What if God made a trans woman a trans woman?
Yes.
No.
So
Never
you
trans
can't
woman.
be a trans woman if you're
Making
trans.
up
Are you talking about abnormality?
Yeah, what if God made a trans woman?
that's
There's
a
three
normal.
genders.
Wait,
I'll
so
say
you know
it's
what?
three genders.
Wait.
Okay, what's the third?
Male, female, and like the abnormality.
But did God make?
Yes.
No, get it.
Abnormal.
Right now we're arguing religion and we're still arguing gender. So my question is to you guys, what makes you guys the gender you are?
The way you're born.
Biology?
Genital.
Okay, genetics and
Yeah,
biology.
I
Gender.
would say because
You would say,
yeah, because what I was born as.
you were born as. Oh, production said we need to speak louder.
Because it's what I was born as.
So you were born as.
So genitals.
Genitals. You all agree with that?
No.
Yes. You disagree?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Who you say you are is who you are.
I agree.
So I can say I'm any.
I also disagree.
Yeah.
So I'm a trap.
Wait.
If you want to be a trash, sure.
Yes.
Explain.
If you believe who you are is who you are, then be who you are. No one's. By the end of the day, God's going to love you for who you are. Oh my days. If God's going to love you for who you are, then judge of your personality, not what you think you are. I feel like people should be who they are.
But why do
Yeah,
other people have to?
Objection.
But
No
Hold on,
No one's forcing you to. No one's forcing you to be a girl. You could be whatever you want to be, and if someone wants to argue with you about that, just tell them who I am. By the end of the day, I'm who I am.
I like that.
But I can think that you're a girl, right? And you don't have to first your opinion on me, right?
Exactly. So it's your
Also, then
opinion,
you
and also your opinion matters, and so does mine.
That is true.
Why did you get mad if I
Do you want to give your phone to production so they can turn it off?
My mom's calling me.
Oh, shit. No worries. Well,
I saw a woman who poured cleaning detergent in her eyes because she felt she was meant to be blind.
Yeah, that's just so
stupidity.
It is.
I did like forcing yourself.
Okay.
yeah, you can just take text aside.
I'd like to beg to differ.
Okay.
Because if everyone were to express their true desires, the world would not be a good place.
I think it would be.
The world would not be.
Yeah, I feel like, first of all, we're assuming right now the world's a good place. The world is gone to crap.
I know.
Donald Trump is president. The world has gone to crap.
Is that all you can
The
say?
girl of the world has gone to crap. So,
But that's all it takes. Donald Trump is literally all it takes to make the world.
Yeah, but
like, seriously, I feel like if we were living in a world where everyone was free to express themselves in the way they want to be seen or heard, it would be better.
Then
It would
I
be better.
disagree with that.
I would be better.
why do you think gangsters want body counts?
Why do I think gangsters want body counts?
Yes.
I don't know.
They want to be seen as a high role person. If they could express themselves how they wanted to, the world would be worse
They
than
do
it
that
is
to
right now.
gain respect from so-called society.
But what does this have to do with gender? We're digressing.
But you're saying people are allowed to express themselves how they want.
Yeah.
But that's not good. That's totally
You're saying
illegal.
that it would make the world like a better
So, wait,
place.
I want to get everyone's points. You are saying there's a limit to what people can express and what you will accept for their expressing.
There's certain things that you should just keep
Keep
to
to yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
Okay, that's what everyone thinks.
Yes.
It's not just that. It's the fact that everyone deserves an
They make
opinion,
themselves think
but
that.
there's
I
a
feel
certain
like
opinion.
opinions, the line like stops at truth, like facts. And
Can I get production to look up the meaning of gender norms? So, we're going to continue what you're saying, but I want us to move on to the next question. What are some common gender norms that you feel you are breaking in your everyday day-to-day life? What are some gender norms that you think you currently subscribe to that you shouldn't and that you want to get away from? Production's going to tell us what gender norms are.
So, gender norms are defined as societal expectations and rules that define the acceptable behaviors, roles, and traits for men and women within a particular culture or group.
but like Google has to say that because that's how the world's going.
Google has to say that. She's saying
Like,
that picture is
like,
false.
you know,
Google
like-
has to say that.
No, but like you know, like when you ask ChatGPT something, they have like they try to agree, like even if you make it wrong.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But what are some gender norms that you think you break or subscribe to? So, for example, do you think women should be cooking and cleaning the house, staying at home, raising all the children? Do you think men should be out there being the breadwinners? What are some stances that you will not move on, or some stances you say, this is garbage?
I feel like you should be in a relationship. You should both equally be doing something,
Yeah.
and both be bringing in income,
Like-
and taking care of the kids and cooking. It should be equal size, not just one person doing everything.
So what I'm hearing from you is that gender doesn't really play a part. It's individual. Everyone has to carry their own.
Yeah, because
What is
I'm not going to rely on a man to
Okay.
bring me money or to bring me food or to
Okay.
take care of my kids.
Okay.
I'm going to do that myself because I'm my own person.
Yeah.
And a man never raised me. A man never got me a job or nothing.
Okay.
So
Okay, what do you guys think?
I feel like
We agree with that.
yeah,
But expand on it. Let's
I don't
unpack this.
like that women washing theirs thing. Like I feel like whenever the opportunity comes up, like the man could wash it. I feel like it's not like men can have a job
And it's-
or pushes
it's the same thing for a man too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a man wants to be relying on his woman for money. He wants to be able to say, I make my own money. And be able to say, I make my own things. I take care of myself. I bought my own stuff.
I mean, it depends.
You can rely on each
I don't
other.
know, like there's some stuff that women are just better at, and there's some stuff that men are just better at.
Yeah.
I feel that there are certain fields, certain things that a woman should stick to and a man should stick to. I think there's certain things that we can exchange, and I think instead of us like fighting for we should exclude or we should be inclusive, I think we need to respect it. I think that the same with gender is fluid, the same where that sexuality is fluid. I think that our abilities are highly low in different instances. And instead of us fighting to be heard or felt in every instance, we need to be instantaneous. It needs to be for certain instances. I don't think a woman necessarily wants to be outside all day in the sun learning brick and mortar. I mean, there are women that want to do it, but it's not the general standard for women. I also don't think that most men want to stay home and just watch the kids all day either. So I think it needs to be, like, and I think it should go on a relationship basis. Like, in some relationships, a man is going to want to do more, a woman is going to want to do more. I think it really depends on individuals.
But
personally, what are some that you guys think that you break? As like in your daily life at school, what do you think you break? Like gender norms, you think you break? You like contradict? Like me personally, every gadget I own is pink for no other reason than to contradict gender norms. Every single gadget I own is pink for no reason. Yeah, just for that. What do you guys think?
Do you like pink? Or
No, I don't like pink.
Different.
I'm just doing it because I think that people see a man with pink stuff and think he's gay. I don't really care.
yeah, you can't have fun.
Yeah.
You don't care about people's opinion.
I do not.
It's just a color.
Just a color, yeah.
I mean, color is an immature thing to decide someone's gender.
But it's something that we all do. When we go to baby showers, if you see a pink, you say, "What's a girl?" You see a blue, it's a boy. We never think, "Oh, that's a nice color for a boy." When you pink, realistically, right? So it's good for us to sit here and look and say, "Oh, this person is using color to define gender," but we do it a lot too.
Well, that's always been. Wouldn't you do and then like you expect them to think it's a girl, obviously think it's a boy.
Because that's what society says.
Definitely.
But why can't you break that gender norm? This entire program is about us challenging these status quos. Why can't you break that gender norm? Why can't we? Like,
I feel like most of the time it's probably what people or other people are gonna think of you. That's what you think of. Okay, if it's a baby shower and the color for the boy is black, no one's gonna think that's the color for the boy. They're gonna think it's you as weird or there's something other than that.
Well, then you just tell them that it's a boy. Like, you like, this color's for boy, and this color's for boy.
but I want to circle back to this because you guys all said that there's limits to what you should tell people to believe. If a person that's a man tells you they're a woman, you're like, "Oh, I'm not going to accept that." If you tell them, "Oh, that should be a boy color," why should they accept that? Why should they only accept things when you are singing and not when other people are singing to you? Why should things only be acceptable from your point of view?
I mean, it's your baby shower.
They don't have
And it's their life. It's that person's life. If they want to be a woman, they can identify as a woman.
So if I tell someone my baby is a boy, and they come and then the baby's a boy and they say no, it's gonna be a girl.
No, I'm saying when we were first speaking about gender, when I asked you guys like, what do you guys think gender? You said like, if someone is a man and identifies as a woman, you guys are going to say like, "Oh well, you're a man." But how can you, as an individual, say I'm having a baby shower with black as the color, but it's for a girl? How do you want people to accept that? You can accept when someone else is telling you, "I am a girl. I look like a man. I was a man, but I identify as a girl." How are things only acceptable when they're coming from you? Think about it. That's not fact. Because you're always right.
I don't think I'll relate to a baby shower.
It relates.
You can use any
It
color
relates.
you want. Just be like, "Oh,
It relates.
Like,
Why is your opinion about something? Why is your opinion more valid than the other person's opinion? It doesn't matter if it's a baby shower. It doesn't matter if it's about presidents. It doesn't matter if it's about the sky outside. Why is your opinion more valid than the other person's? And where do the two opinions contradict, or where do the two opinions intersect?
in what way? In what context?"
Why can't you just accept someone else for who they are and the other person accept you? Why does it have to be that person is wrong, but they have to accept what I'm saying?
It just
They don't
depends on belief.
Hmm?
It depends on
Exactly. If you
okay, if someone's Islam and someone's Christian, most of them believe like they're not going to fight, but some of them do. So some things you think of as alike, and some things you disagree.
I think that's a perfect example for my point. Perfect example for my point. I think we need to accept who they are. It doesn't mean you have to change your personal stance. You can accept a person where they are. And that in itself is challenging gender norms. Accept a person where they are. You don't have to say, "You cannot be this," "Oh, you were born this way."
I wouldn't oppress them for their opinion, but in my mind, I'm like, I know who you are.
But it's not oppressive.
Doesn't matter because I accept you as who you are, but I still have my own beliefs.
Yeah.
So you are who I think you are, but I'll still accept you as who you perceive yourself as.
So you cannot be two things at once. They cannot be what they say they are and what you think they are. They cannot be two things at once. It's either you're accepting them for who they say they are, or you're saying, "No, thank you. No, Jose."
They are what they are. They are what they are. We're
And
saying
do
what
they
they are.
determine who they are, or do you determine who they are?
Who they are determines who they
Nature
are.
decides who you are.
She needs that.
I disagree. If all gender was suddenly invisible in the media, no gender clothing, no gender toys, no gender roles in movies, would that actually make it easier or harder for people to know who they really are?
It's really, no. Like,
Right.
it's really harder.
Like, if all gender things were gone, there was no women clothes or men clothes. There were no women toys or men toys. There was no women roles or men roles. It was just everything was blank. Would it make it easier for people to express who they really are?
It'd be harder.
It'd be harder? Why?
Yes. It would.
Because now they have to wear something that everyone else has to wear, and that's not what they want to wear.
There was to be
No,
so.
but they can wear whenever they like.
So I don't understand you guys. So 1 minute their opinion doesn't matter, but now their opinion matters.
Like,
No,
what?
we're just saying their opinion, not that it matters.
Hmm.
We're saying what they're going to feel, but not that. What they
Just for the record, if you guys cancel her, you might cancel us with her.
Please don't cancel me.
The Unity and the 180 does not endorse anything of what you were saying.
Yeah, like,
Can you repeat the question?
what if all gender was to evaporate, gone, into space? There were no women clothes, no men clothes. No women toys, no men toys. There was no woman gender, no man gender. Everyone got to determine who they are from a blank slate.
Wait,
Would it be easier or harder?
what do you mean toys?
Easier.
So there was nothing. There was no Barbie dolls. There was no racing cars. There was
Well,
nothing.
I don't think the question is more. There is Barbie. There is.
But it's not assigned
It's
to a
not.
gender.
Barbies are.
Oh, like,
It's not assigned to a gender.
like everything was for everyone.
No,
Yeah.
not if it switched. No, what if there was no expectation on these things?
Like, let's see.
Anyone could do anything, and it was not based on gender.
I feel like
Then everyone will be happy.
Would it be easier or harder though? What is easier for them to express themselves?
Yeah, it would be easier for them to express themselves.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because now they know that no one's going to care.
Yeah, no one's gonna care about what they think about themselves. They basically do. They can like whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, and see society would look them as as a way to give them like free, like better will to do what they want.
yeah.
So you guys are telling me, if right now we said all gendered anything is done, and a guy walked in here in a Beyonce costume, nice bust down wig, singing,
Yeah.
whoa, all the way down, screaming, shouting, laying the floor down, you guys are gonna say, "Oh, that's good, Beyonce." You're gonna respect him and his gender he's choosing.
We never
It's
ever
only
said that.
okay to cancel.
You disagree?
You're obviously going to accept it because there's no gender.
Yeah, like will we accept
But you
it?
have no
At this point, we still have.
How do you being forced though?
Because there's no gender rules. Like
You're
there's no,
not being
you're being-
forced to.
Yes, you are. How are you?
I think because there's no gender rules or no gender expectations, it means you are not being forced to. It means you have the
You just
free
said
will.
he walked in here,
Yeah.
right? Without our consent. Remember this. He walked in here looking like that without our consent. And you just expect us to accept it.
You can leave. You can get out. Say, no, this is not working. You can leave.
Wait,
Yeah, but then I look like I'm in the wrong for leaving because I didn't.
Yeah, because at that point we're trying to see.
Wait, stop. Intrinsically, you don't accept. You don't want him to know you don't accept. Okay, so we're back to this Beyonce thing. This guy walks in. There's no gender, but he himself now is saying, okay, no one else has these expectations, but this is what I want. He comes in, giving the Beyonce look, giving the Beyonce voice, doing the Beyonce dances. Do we accept him for who he is? Or do we all say, no, thank you? The guy says he's Beyonce. He comes in singing like Beyonce, sounds like Beyonce, dancing like Beyonce. Do we accept it? We all accepted the fact that we're on a blank slate. No gender roles, no gender toys. But he comes in and he says, this is who I am now. We are blank, but this is who I am now. Are we accepting it?
you mean if you accept
Accepting that he's a woman?
Yeah, he's
Would it-
woman. He's
would it be
Beyonce.
in the world where those things don't matter?
Yeah.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
obviously we were made to think that it doesn't matter. So
So if we can accept it in that way, why can't we accept
Oh,
it?
I would not
Why can't
accept
we not? Why won't we? Wait.
okay, it's just like okay,
because
it's
I'm
hard
not
to
looking
think.
at the mental part. I'm looking at the logical part that, oh, if you're born a male, you're a male. If you're born a woman, you're a woman. I don't care what he's wearing, what he claims to be.
I disagree. Please don't cancel me. But I disagree because that's just not what I believe in. I just don't.
It's because of what we were born to be.
I
If you're born like an atheist family that doesn't care about religion or anything, you're gonna think that's a normal thing. But it's because you were born in Christianity. That's the only reason you think.
For the record, everyone on the panel right now currently understands or subscribes to some kind of religious institution. This one happens to be predominantly Christian. I guess
I think probably still not understood. Because you're saying that based off of, a man should look like a man, whatever. What we're saying is there's no Beyonce impersonators coming in.
Can we see that it's a man?
There's no gender.
There's no gender.
There's no
There's
sort
no
of,
gender.
this is what
You
a
know
man
what a
should
man is
look
supposed to
like.
be.
This
You
is
know what
what a woman
like.
should look
He is saying, since it's our black, this is who I am. Are we accepting him?
That means we don't have common sense in this universe.
My lord.
Wait, so you mean there's no like woman or man?
There's no woman, there's no man. There's no preconceived notion of what a woman should look like or what a man should sound like.
But we can tell that those are two different things. Like this
So in this universe, there's no notion. It doesn't exist. Everyone is asexual.
So boy girl doesn't exist.
Oh,
Yeah, boy, go just like this.
So we have to
So
say
we
that.
can't really like.
that means you
So that everyone's the same.
can't combat it either way.
Yeah, in that universe, you can't combat it because you're talking from like we're in the universe, right? So we can't combat it. There's nothing we can do. We're gonna think that's just a normal person. Maybe you think.
Yeah.
So, but here in this universe that we're in, as a society, we have sense. So
Yeah, that's what I said.
Do not carry
Just have no. Hold on, production is giving us a point. Yeah.
So that's the big question is, if we look at this world of, there is no gender norms. If there is a Barbie, if there's a Hot Wheels, there isn't, the girl that needs to play with the Barbie, the boy needs to play with Hot Wheels. There is no, a pink frilly dress is what a girl should wear. Jeans and a black t-shirt is what a boy should wear. None of that exists. Everyone's able to express themselves without any sort of judgment. That is more of an ideal world we're looking for. Why are we not challenging that in our world? That's the whole thing, the 180. Why are we not challenging and allowing people for this month, allowing them to express themselves and break these gender norms?
Yeah, so point. I won't understand what he's saying. Everyone is saying, like,
Yeah,
why can we not in this thing challenge that right now?
I'm not gonna lie, production just that was deep.
Yeah, you just talked all the tea.
it's just the thing is basically everything that we think right now, so we implanted in us for like our whole life. So we can't just change it in under like a month or two.
You cannot. Well, you can actually. I agree. Scientifically and mentally, you cannot actually wake up and decide it's changed. You cannot. But we can make strides towards it each and every day. We can choose to accept a person today and accept another person tomorrow. We can make these efforts, and I think it's on us. It's the onus is on us individually to make those decisions. We as individuals, we want people to understand and respect our experiences. So why can we not do that for others? Why can we not challenge the status quo in every aspect of our life? Why can't we? The society has such a strong grip on us that we have to go for what society is saying. I think it's something that we can meditate on for our next podcast. Thank you guys for coming out for the first one. It was great having you guys talk here. It was fun. It was good debate. I think next time we're going to actually reach a resolution. Next time we're going to actually figure out ways that we can challenge gender norms. See you next time.
This has been The 180. The 180. Seek the challenge, be the change.